What's up everybody, Chef Glenn Ben, I'm back in the kitchen and today I'm working on seared scallops with the lemon caper butter sauce. This recipe is good as an entree, it's good as a side for another protein like a steak or a piece of fish. It's also good as appetizers. It's gonna go on the party food playlist as well. All right, so jumping right in, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I've got all of my ingredients here and I've got my pan. I'm starting with my butter. So while I'm waiting for my butter to brown, let me tell you a little bit about the wine I chose. I chose a Chardonnay. I chose a Chardonnay because I think that when the scallops brown, they're gonna create some caramelization. And if I get a nice oaky, it's actually a Chardonnay with some oak treatment. I get an oaky Chardonnay, that oaky Chardonnay is gonna pair well with that browning caramelization on these scallops. These are my scallops. Got some really nice sea scallops. Nice size. I've cleaned them up already, gotten that little muscle off of the side. I rinsed them and I've dried them really well with paper towels. You want them to be really dry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic to the butter. My shallots. I want to saute that up until it becomes nice and fragrant, maybe a minute or two. All right, I've got a lemon. I want to add some lemon zest to this. I'm going to go ahead and add my capers. I'm gonna add my white wine. Got a little bit of honey. I'm gonna season that with a little bit of salt. Fresh cracked black pepper. I'm gonna turn the heat off. So I'm gonna add to that some lemon juice. I've got some chives. And I've got some parsley, Italian parsley. All right, so I'm gonna taste my sauce. Give a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add just a smidge more lemon juice. That's good. So I got the sauce made, I set that aside. Before we sear the scallops, I want to talk a little bit about the wine that I'm pairing the scallops with. As I mentioned earlier, I thought a Chardonnay would be a good idea because of, well, specifically an oaky Chardonnay, because I think that the oaky Chardonnay will pair well with the caramelization of on the scallops. In addition to that, the butter that's going to be in the sauce. So it's a 2021 Paul Hobbs Richard Dinner Vineyard Chardonnay. So I see a little cloudiness in this wine. It looks like it may be unfined and unfiltered. I'm not sure. So anyway, On the nose, I'm getting some herbal tea. And I'm getting that oakiness that I'm looking for. I'm getting a little bit of signs of oak on the nose. There's some plenty of floral notes. So it's got a nice sweet floral nose on the palate. Let's see what's going on. So I'm getting herbal tea on the palate. I'm getting plenty of floral notes, a nice little punch of acidity. It's definitely medium body for sure. And the oak that I'm looking for. This wine definitely spent some time in oak barrels. I would guess French oak, new French oak, because there's plenty of that oakiness on the palate. So I'm assuming that this is going to pair well with that caramelization. Just as long as I can get the caramelization right. This is really good. I'm a fan of the Paul Hobbs wines. Took me a while to come along with the Paul Hobbs wines. I'm a late bloomer with them, but love the Paul Hobbs wines. Paul Hobbs is doing things down in South America with the Malbec. He's doing things in the Finger Lakes in New York with the Riesling. Paul Hobbs is all over the place. But this is a good Chardonnay. Let's see if it pairs. All right, so I'm gonna start by seasoning my scallops with some salt and black pepper. Into my pan, I'm gonna add some olive oil. So into my butter and oil mixture, I'm gonna go ahead and add my scallops. And once you place them in the pan, do not move them. So as I mentioned, we're gonna let them cook on this side for 1.5 minutes, undisturbed, don't move them. Then we're gonna flip them over and we're gonna let them cook on the other side for 1.5 minutes or so. All right, so my scallops are done. I've already tasted the wine. Let's try these scallops. Delicious. They're so fresh. They just sort of speak for themselves. This is the true test. Wow, it's like butter. It's like, I know there's already butter in that sauce, but it's like this wine and that sauce and the scallops are creating more butter, a more rich butter. I mean, it's like more buttery. Let me double check though. Get some of those capers. Yeah. Just like I said, the caramelization, the oakiness of the wine, the acidity in the wine also kind of cuts the fat in the sauce as well. All that butter kind of work together to balance each other. One more time. Capers again. I love capers. Yeah. Perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.